Today is my favorite time of the day. It's the time where I talk about genetics. And you might have seen my video about my heritage and everything about that. You might have found, I got a lot of comments about, know your history. It's normally for you to have that kind of DNA. Just, sorry, okay? I was just somehow thinking about the last 150, 200 years. I was not going back in my mind to that. I was not going back to that kind of history like 1000 years ago or 2000 years ago. So I was actually not realizing that I'm talking about the real history, like the genetics, like the ancestors and everything about that. So very sorry about that. I know the Romans, the Greeks, I know everything about that. And some more. I really am no expert in history, but I know the basics. So today I just want to talk to you about something that is actually related to history, which is MyTrueAncestry. This is a website where you just upload your DNA. So if you've done your DNA testing with MyHeritage, 23andMe, some others, you will be able to upload your DNA to this website and start doing your magic. Supposedly, as I've read on internet, this website is very concerned about your privacy and your information. So you upload your DNA there, and it's normally there for 48 hours if you so let me go back. There are many levels that you can upgrade to, but the basic one is free, and you upload your DNA and it's going to be there for 48 hours. After that, it just delete it, and they delete all the information that you have uploaded to them. If you decide to pay or to upgrade to the first level, which I think is about $10 or $15, you're going to be able to keep your DNA there. I would recommend for you to pay this first upgrade, because that way you will be there when they add new samples and new information to the website. I'm going to explain to you how this works. So MyTrueAncestry, what does is they try to match your DNA to the DNA samples that they get from archaeological sites and places where ancestors of yours probably have been buried a long time ago. As I was saying, there are many plans that you can use. Depending on the one that you want or you need, you're gonna have to pay specific amount of dollars, because it's in dollars. I don't know why, because they are based in Switzerland, which is Europe. They should have prices in euros, but whatever. I'm gonna put here on the screen the plans that they have and the prices. Although, let me tell you that, for example, right now I am at level 3, which I think is King, something like that. It's commoner. Let me see here, because I have written them down. Commoner, footman, knight, and king. I think it's level 4, maybe the king one. What I've done is I've waited for specific offers that they have from time to time, and what I did was upgrade when I had the offers. So each one of them was for about 10 or 12 euros, more or less, which is about 10, 15 dollars. And that's quite amazing, because you get more and more information the more you upgrade. For now, I'm going to stick with the level that I'm at, because I find the information or the amount of information that they've given to me more than enough, and I find it very interesting. And I'm going to share with you kind of more of that information. So on MyHeritage, I shared with you that my DNA was basically 55% Balkan, and the rest of it was supposed to be Greek or Southern Italy, and 2-point-something% Finnish. What this website says is that, so this here talks about ancient ancestry, so the ones way back in time, and they match my DNA very closely to the Illyrians, which were people that were living in the area between Roman Empire and Greek Empire. So they were just there in the middle. They used to fight a lot with those and these, and they were just there. They kind of disappeared. Not really sure when, maybe 100, 200 after Christ, would say. Sorry, I haven't done my my investigation so much, because yeah, I have not. So my DNA is very closely related to them, and they used to live in the area that is now Montenegro, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Croatia, Albania, all those Balkan places, countries, which is why most of my DNA is related to the Balkan DNA. So I have 55% of that, and you're gonna see during the time I'm gonna share with you how my DNA is showing up on this website. So in the Neolithic period, I only have 2 sample matches or sample segments that could match with my ancestors. So you can see the red and yellow dots. It's supposed to have also blue dots, but I haven't gotten any of those. The yellow one, let me see, show actual DNA segments that match, and the red or blue, same genetic signature as your own DNA, evidencing common ancestral roots. So you should look for the yellow dots, which are closely related to you, and then the red dots are specific segments that match or are related to your ancestors. So I only have 2 there. I have one right next to Romania. I mean, my modern population nowadays, based on the information on MyHeritage and MyTrueAncestry, really show Romanian, which is what I am. And what I was saying, yeah, my first ones, my first matches are one in the northern Italy and one in Bulgaria, which is extremely close to the border to Romania. So those are the most antique ones, the oldest ones. And then this kind of information I have written here because it's too much for me to handle. So my brain doesn't take that much information. And I will just read here some of the information that I've written. Moving to the Bronze Age, you can see that they are all in the Balkan area. It was so fun for me because that's actually what the other website said. That is from kind of this area. They show this area in general. And I'll make a special emphasis on the Croatia area because that's where in late Bronze Age you will see that everything, all the matches are in that area, like close together like this. They just are on a stripe there that is close to Croatia, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Albania, that kind of area. That's where all my ancestors used to be in the late Bronze Age. Then we move to the Iron Age, and you can see the ancestors in the same areas as before, but now seems that there are some samples kind of in Italy more and in Hungary and all those areas there. They kind of move towards the closer to Central Europe, and I find this fascinating, and I don't know how to explain this to you without showing all my enthusiasm about genetics. So they kind of moved towards the center of Europe, and you can also see one in Middle East, like kind of the area where Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan are. And this is fun for me. You know why? Because my late grandfather last name was Kazaku, which is the Kazakh, which come from Kazakhstan or that area. And I think this might be related to that, but I don't really know if that is correct or not. You might be able to give me more information because I found that many of you have a lot of information on genetics and history in general. And yeah, so I have a specific sample kind of matching, kind of close DNA or something like that to that area. You will see that if you press any of the buttons like the red or yellow buttons, you will see at some point that they either show you the segment of your DNA that matches the length of it, or you can see how closely related to you is, like it's called genetic distance. And the closer it is to you, the smaller the number. So for example, I have some samples that match very closely to my DNA, which is like about a 4. And supposedly if they are from 0 to 10, they are closely related to you, like your specific DNA. If they are from 10 to 20, it's kind of close, but not really your relatives. And if they are after 20, that means that this is remotely related to your DNA. So I have some samples that are very closely related to me in Bulgaria, and also I have kind of a Byzantine warrior match somewhere in Germany at some point in time. Going to early medieval, you have no more DNA samples in Croatia, Italy, or that area specifically. You might see me showing this in one area that might be mirrored to you, but I'm actually visualizing the map of Europe here. So you no longer see samples in the area of the Balkans or Italy, but you can kind of somehow see them going in Central Europe, kind of Germany, Hungary. Some samples seem to be in. I have one sample that seemed to be located in Spain. And then after this one, you go to the medieval times, which don't show so many samples. They kind of go back to the Balkans, Italy, and somehow there's one specific one in Germany that has been left there. After this time, after the medieval times, they show no more information about your DNA, so you just have to somehow find more information from there. But yeah, what I love about this website is the amount of information that it gives you, the privacy that it is supposed to be working on or be very concerned about. And I also love about this that they have many different things that you can do on your website. They also have a section about the paleo diet. I know that some people at some time in the past were very, so this diet has become very famous because it was supposed to be good to you, as I have been informed, as I have read, that is supposed to be true. So it's supposedly the diet that your ancestor had is the best one for you, because your genes or your body in general is kind of used to that. It's in your blood and in your genes, let's say. And I can show you here my 10 paleo diet foods, and it's fun because they supposedly drank beer. I do not like beer, but I do like my bread and stuff like that. So this is something that you can see there. I think that for lower levels, which are not the ones that I have right now, they can show you only 5 of your paleo diets, and I think that's kind of generic because normally people ate bread in general and people ate something related to that, but it's fun to see. Also, if you upgrade some more, which I have not done, you can get some personal traits that I have not gotten because I didn't want to pay even more money for now. But I also can see that there's another website where I have uploaded my DNA, which is called Genome Link or Genome Links, and that's where I found many of my personal traits that I found interesting. So I didn't find the need to upgrade even more to get my personal traits, but if you want, you can do so, definitely. So after that, you can also find here another section, which is the haplogroup. I know there are many people that are very interested in knowing what their haplogroup is and knowing, what this does is they trace your Y DNA, which is the male DNA, and through history, so you can see how they migrated in over time. So I played around with this one. I kind of found a website that showed me which was supposed to be my haplogroup based on my DNA. I don't really remember what it was. I don't think it's accurate, but I tried to do this and it was fun. But I'm not going to share that kind of information because I don't think it's accurate for me to do so. But know that this option exists on this website, and if you have your Y DNA, you will be able to trace your DNA on your paternal line through history. And yeah, something else, let me think about this. I found at some point, which I was not able to find today, that you can also see how closely related you are to some specific archaeological sites of, DNAs of royalty. It was fun. I no longer find it on the website. I'm not sure exactly where it is. You can see your maps. You can make a video of your your history, like personal video. It's personalized for you. You can see many maps, like for Europe, for Asia, for Africa, for America. You can see ancient maps as well with the dots where you are related to or your DNA is related to them and where they were supposed to be at that point in time where the map was made. And yeah, feel free to explore some more, because I'm not actually, my mind right now doesn't seem to, oh, sorry, I forgot to say something very important. Very important. I mentioned before that my DNA is closely related to the Illyrians, and I have seen this here on the website. Once they show you like your most, your closest, I mean your more closely related civilization from ancient times. They have shown me the Illyrians. They give you a short description on what the Illyrians are, and then they've shown me some others like the Goths or the Romans, because somehow my DNA is mostly related to the Illyrians and the Romans, not so much to the Greeks. And they also show you more information of the movements. I have made a video that I will put here. I'm not sure how can I explain to you where is located this one, but they show you, like for example, I found a specific map of the Roman Empire, and they kind of show my samples and they give you a description of the actions that have happened or the things that have happened that made them move around somehow through time. So also the Iron Age, medieval, all that stuff. So for me, which I'm a genetic enthusiast, was a blast to be able to check all of this information on this website, and I really, really, really recommend for you to upload your DNA here and upgrade once or twice in order to be able to have access to more samples, because if you only upgrade once, you can see about, I think it's 10 samples. So yeah, I hope you found this interesting. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to me to be able to make more videos like this one, and let me know what would you like to see in the future, aside from my shorts where I talk about genetics. I have no science background, I have no genetics background, but I love to learn about genetics, and I'm an enthusiast of genetics. I'm fascinated by genetics, and I really like to know where we come from, so we are able to know where we're going, or to predict somehow where we're going. Don't forget to subscribe. I hope you like this video, and I will see you in one of my next video. If you have any idea of videos that you would like me to film or share with you, please leave a comment here below. I loved the conversation on my last video about my heritage, and I learned so much from you, so I thank you for that. I've learned many beautiful information that I didn't know, or many things that I was just ignorant about. So yeah, see you in my next video. Bye!